Hello, this is Artifacts of Mars. And yesterday I did an article on these anti-Sharia law marches that are being held, I guess it's 30 cities, 29 apparently. And of course the liberals are responding in force. This is article from Yahoo, which is notoriously left-wing. Wave of anti-Muslim rallies will sweep nearly 30 cities across America on Saturday in a move by far-right activists that has drawn sharp criticism from civil rights groups and inspired counter-protests nationwide. That's the American Sandinista communists. The so-called anti-Sharia rallies have been organized by Act for America, which claims to be protesting human rights violations but has been deemed an anti-Muslim hate group by Southern Poverty Law Center. They should wear that as a badge of honor. The planned demonstrations prompted security fears at mosques across the country, coming at a time when hate crimes against Muslims are on the rise. Right, so putting a bunch of nails and screws and stuff inside a bomb and blowing it up and killing little girls, that's not hate crime. No. That's considered pure and sweet and gentle. These people are insane. I'm not taking it back, they're insane. Now, it took some work, but I found the letter that these scumbags wrote. We're going to go down the list. We need undersigned national and local civil rights faith-based community organizations asking you to use your voice as an elected representative of your city to reject bigotry. This is a letter to mayors. I don't want this to go too long, so I'm going to show you some of the stuff. This took some digging to find this letter, but I finally got it. You're not going to believe this one that's coming up. Jewish groups call for mayors to denounce anti-Sharia marches. Jewish Telegraphic Agency. They claim to be pro-Jewish. And I checked, and it does look like they have Jews on their staff. But they're anti-Jewish. You can't have both ways. If you're supporting Sharia law, you are supporting tyranny. You can't have it both ways. Sharia law is tyranny. And it has to be done away with. That's one of the things that has to be done away with for Islam to be a reasonable religion. Sharia has to go. And they have to improve civil rights for women, and they have to use the resources to stop all terrorism. All Islamic terrorism. And of course, that's not going to happen. So how can Jews turn on themselves like this? I'm at a loss. Somewhere on the site, we'll try this tab. I saw that they support the so-called two-state solution. They are under the umbrella of 70 Faces Media, which is not any real different from this. So we're going to go to the next tab. This is about 70facesmedia.org. We are guided by and take a name from the ancient rabbinic teaching. There are 70 faces to the Torah. Creation of Jewish knowledge and narrative is a product of diverse insights, perspectives, and personalities. In other words, they're liberals. They're commie liberals. Next tab. Authorities brace for conflict during the anti-Sharia marches. This is National Palestinian Radio. What do you expect out of them? They are pro-Palestinian, pro-Islam, anti-Israel, anti-Jew, 24/7. So, no surprise there. Military news. Of course, these are being portrayed as good guys. And people who want to eliminate Sharia are being portrayed as bad guys. Well, if you're portraying these people as good guys, then what you're saying, if you support Sharia law, then you are saying you support tyranny. I'm sorry, but it's well known that Sharia law is tyranny. They go as far as telling, I heard they even tell men how they can urinate and how they can or something. It's weird. I can bring up Sharia law and show you the tyrannies in it, but there's no freedom. You're living under that, you don't have any freedom, and it's tyranny. So, without further ado, 129 groups urge mayors to dispel anti-Muslim marches. Look up at the top, Muslim advocates promoting freedom and justice for all. No, you promote a system of tyranny. But, on the right side, this site listed the letter that we're going to show you now. These are all basically the same, I think. I'm not going to go through them all. Dear Mayor Hoxett, we're breaking and asking to join us in publicly embracing our nation's core values of pluralism, diversity, and liberty for all while firmly rejecting the forces of hate and bigotry which divide us. That is bull.
That is incredible bullshit.
As you may be aware, African America, nation's largest anti-Muslim hate group. That is a lie.
You are a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
This call for protests in Indianapolis is part of a coordinated protest of a series of protests in over 20 cities across the nation on June 10th. Time during the Islamic month of Ramadan when Muslims around the world fast during daily hours, these protests have been disingenuously branded marching against Sharia and explicitly target Muslims at a time when hatred and bigotry has swept the nation.
That is incredible bullshit.
I mean, it's a veiled bigot, President Trump, probably. Ex-founder Brigitte Gabriel regularly vilifies Muslims, claiming that they're practicing Muslims cannot be loyal to the United States. She also once said that every practicing Muslim is a radical Muslim, and Muslims are a natural threat to civilized people in the world, particularly Western society. Yeah, it's because of Sharia law. That has got to go. And this goes on and on. But, so we're going to take a look at the... I don't want to get too far into this. We're going to take a look at the signees. Advocates for Youth, American Friends Service Committee, American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee, no doubt a terrorist front group, Americans United for Separation of Church and State, Atheists, Amnesty International, Anti-Defamation League, which is Jewish, which means these are Jews for Sharia law. Try to figure, I can't figure it. Arab American Institute, Asian CAIR, CAIR, Council for American Islamic Relations, terrorist front group, California Immigrant Policy Center, Church World Service, I'm only going to go down, there's a whole ton of them. If you work hard, you can find this. Maybe I'll link it in the description. This video is going to go a while because there's just a lot of stuff to go over. Interfaith, worker justice, a whole bunch of Jewish groups. I'm at a loss to understand this. Unless they're secretly run by Muslims. And of course, Muslim groups, national, and the usual leftist, national religious campaign against torture. What the hell do they want with this? Presbyterian Church. Can anybody say apostate church? Southern Poverty Law Center, no surprise there. United Methodist Church. Can anyone say apostate church? Unitarians, United Church of Christ, Justice and Witness Ministries. Can anyone say apostate church? I already knew the United Church of Christ was apostate. That's nothing new. Women in Islam, Women's March, Michigan Workers' Center of Central New York. So there you have it. Apostate churches that used to be Christian churches, and Jews, Muslims, all getting together to stand up for tyranny and against freedom. If you're standing up for Sharia law, you are standing up for tyranny. You can't get away from it. There is no third alternative here. If you're pro-Sharia law, then you are pro-tyranny. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't have to go through all Sharia law to know that it's a system of tyranny. I can see that for myself in all these Islamic countries. How many Islamic countries are free? None! There's very little freedom in any of them. You either have freedom or you don't. Sharia law is anti-freedom and anti-U.S. Constitution. But there you have it. Holy Spirit Missionary Sisters. Can anybody say apostate? Well, I'm done for now. But there you go. You can take this for what it's worth. But these are the groups that are pro-tyranny because they are pro-Sharia law. By their own admission. And they include Jewish, Christian, Muslim, atheist, all for tyranny. National Iranian American Council, no surprise there. I'm Artifacts of Mars. Thanks for watching.